Hello, in today's video we're going to look at calculating bond prices. Now there are several things we need to look at. This here is our face value of the bond or redemption value. We have 12%. This is our B, our coupon rate. We need to divide it by 2. We have our yield rate. This will give us our I. Again, divide by 2 for semi-annual. And then we have to look at the dates. The dates will give us our N. So our N will be 4 times 2, which is 8. And it's 4 because there's 4 years left on our bond, going from 2022 to 2026. And it's semi-annual, so 4 times 2 is 8. We're also going to have to calculate our payment. Our payment is our coupon rate times the face value of the bond. And this is equal to $600. Now that $600, if you are the owner of this bond or the holder of this bond, you would get $600 every 6 months. And then when you redeem the bond at the very end, you get your $10,000. Now, when calculating the bond, it's 2 parts to the formula. The first part is just the present value of an annuity, and the second part is present value of the face value. Now, when calculating the purchase price of the bond, we use the I. The only thing the B is used for is for calculating the payment. So when we go to calculate the purchase price, we get now I usually calculate each separately, so I calculate the annuity. Then I calculate the compound interest of the present value of the face value of the bond. And then I will add these together and round to the nearest hundredth. And this is my answer. Now we also need to calculate the amount of premium or discount. Now in this case, it's premium because we're paying more for the bond than what the original face value is. So the amount of premium is equal to the 10,512.90 minus the 10,000. So we get 512.90. Let's do another bond. This time we have a face value of $5,000. We have a B of 9% divided by 2, which is 0.045. We can calculate our I using this 10.6, which is 0.053. When we go to calculate our N, we're going from 2022 to 2030, which is 8 years, times 2. But we're in July when we do the purchase price, and January was the start date, so it's actually -1. So it's 15 terms, not 16 terms, so you have to be careful with that. We're going to need our payment. Again, payment is based off the coupon rate, so 0.045 times 5,000 this time because it was a $5,000 bond. And this is $225. Now we can calculate the purchase price. So $225 times 1 minus 1 plus our interest, and -15 over our interest, plus 5,000, 1 plus our interest, the -15. Calculate each out. Add them together. We get $4,593.11 as our answer. So that's the purchase price of the bond. Now again, just like the last example, I kept extra decimal places here. As long as you keep one extra decimal place and round here at the end, you'll be fine. You can keep more decimal places, just don't round too much until the very end. Okay, be careful on that. All right, now we also need to know the amount of premium or discount. This time, it's an amount of discount. And it's discount because the purchase price of the bond is less than the face value. So we calculate 5,000 minus the 45.93.11, which will be $406.89. And again, this is the amount of discount this time. Now this last example is a little bit more difficult. This time, the purchase price we're calculating does not fall on an interest payment date. So it gets a little bit more complicated because we have to take the days into account. We have a face value of 10,000. This is our B. B is 0.096 over 2, which is 0.048. We can use that to calculate our payment. So 0.048 times 10,000 equals 480. Our 10 gives us our I. 0.104 divided by 2 is 0.052. Now we can calculate the purchase price on January 1st, 2022. We have 480 for our annuity. I did forget to calculate N earlier. It's 7 times 2. That's because we're going from 2022 to 2029. We add in the 10,000. This gives us and you'll notice this time I'm keeping lots of decimal places. Okay, this is because we're doing further calculations with it. So we've got the purchase price on January 1st, but we now need to fast forward to May 21st. So we're looking for the purchase price of May 21st, 2022. Now if you use the table from your textbook for dates, May 21st is the 141st day. So this allows us to get an N of 141 over 182. Because there's 182 days in the first half of the year and 183 days in the second half of the year. So our purchase price, we take the 9609 decimal, and we times it by our interest, 1 plus our interest. And this is now our, so basically it goes up for each day we've passed. So now we're at 9,993.96.